untiltedchapter.com, where I'm all about simplicity. Tonight we're going to be making a cute farmhouse bowl using this empty container of party mix. So you're going to want to clean your container out good before starting this project. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just taking a box cutter and scissors, and I'm going to cut right along the edge there. You can see where it almost makes like a perfect, almost like a crock. Did you ever see like the crock with the thick rim around it type bowl? So I'm just cutting right around that, and I'm going to use my scissors to sort of shape it up a little bit to get any excess off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my iron. Using an iron is going to help to flatten those edges so they're not so sharp. So I did overheat it a little bit. You don't want to press down and hold it too much, or it will make a funny looking dent in your plastic bowl as it did mine. But what you want to do is just sort of smooth those edges down just so you don't cut yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to take some chalk paint, and I messed this part up a little bit. Well, I want to say I messed it up, but I think there's two different ways you could go about doing this. I'm painting the inside and I'm giving it 2 coats, but I'm thinking if I would have painted the outside rather than the inside of the bowl, then I could have put something edible in that bowl. So I guess it just depends what you want to do with your bowl. But like I said, if you want to use it for something edible, then I would have went ahead and painted the outside of the container rather than the inside. So I'm just going to give it here a second coat of paint. You want to make sure it's dry in between each coat that you add. And same thing if you were going to do it on the outside. I didn't try it that way, so if you do, please let me know how that works out for you. Okay, now I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm going to use a generous amount, and I'm just painting it to the outside of the container. I'm not so worried about that thick rim running around the top as I am the bottom half of it. And then I'm going to take this material. This is actually a men's shirt that I got at Goodwill. Definitely check out your own like old shirts or anything like that that have holes in that you want to get rid of before going and buying something. I just loved the print on this shirt at Goodwill, so I just bought it. I've been using it. You'll see me do another craft this week with it. So now I'm just going to cut the excess off. When you put that on, you want to sort of press it all down. So you want to kind of get it even. And there is going to be a few wrinkles. That just means it's homemade, right? So I'm going to lift this one part up and make sure to put a little more Mod Podge because it wasn't quite sticking the way I wanted it to. So make sure everything sticks really well. And then we're going to use our fingers to kind of gauge how to get this nautical rope on. This nautical rope, you can get this at Dollar Tree. You're going to need 2 packs of this for this project. Just barely 2 packs. So I use my fingers to kind of fill the bottom ridge there where that thick part of the plastic is to start putting my rope around. This first layer of rope that you put on is the hardest, and then after that it's really easy. Because you'll have that rope there to sort of guide you. So I'm just, as I said, I'm just keep feeling that and hot gluing it down so it's in place and everything's even. I'm going to trim this excess rope off here. And now I'm going to start to swirl it around. Now this is where it gets easier, and I did speed up the process quite a bit. I'm just gluing that rope the whole way around. And we're just going to line the thick part of the, I don't even know what that's called, the rim of the container. I don't know what you call that part. Anyways, we're just going to line that with this nautical rope. Like I said, you are going to need 2 packs of rope, just barely 2 packs. You won't use much of the second pack of rope, but you'll have it on hand then for another project. But really, this project cost me, if I would have had material on hand, this project would have cost me $1. Okay, so now I'm just finishing up here, and you'll see the ends of the rope have these plastic things. I cut them off because I don't like the way they look. So I just cut that off, and I'm finishing up here. You do want to trim any little whiskers you see from the rope. I trim those off. And now I'm just going to add this other piece of rope. Okay, I'm just going to glue this down, and that is it, guys. I'm gluing the very last piece down here. I got to trim that up and glue it. I was going to glue it inside the bowl, but I decided not to do that, to just glue it along the rim. So I do have to trim that up quick. Okay, and then I'm going to trim up this last piece here and hot glue that down nice and tight so it doesn't fray. And then I'm just going to pick off any excess hot glue and trim up these whiskers. I guess that's what I call them anyways. Trim those up, and that is it, guys. I really, really hope you enjoyed this project. This is a great way to use something that you would normally throw away and to turn it into something beautiful. So for more great ideas just like this one, please visit burlapkitchen.com. Thank you.